Hello and welcome back. This is Gamer Mikey Bill. I've been off for a little while, been doing some stuff, working on some stuff. I'm proud to announce that I now have the entire tech tree, all 442 tanks unlocked. So the possibilities now are completely open for making content. And what I want to make content for you today, for coming back, is this Object 703-2. I love this tank. I have to say, I absolutely love this tank. It's like everything I've ever wanted, because you can play it as a single shot heavy, which I like, 11.5 second reload with BIA and vents and with vents, or you can play it like a auto reloader, where you can shoot a shot, reload them both, or shoot a shot, reload a shot, shoot a shot, reload a shot. All depends on the situation. Or you can pull out all the stops and play it like an extremely derp cannon and hit them for 780 damage with a twin barrel shot, and then have roughly a 23 to 25 second reload after that. I absolutely love this tank, but I will tell you this right now, it is a learning curve for those of you who are not, well, especially myself. I'm slow when it comes to learning tanks. This battle that you're watching right now is me at about 20 to 25 battles into playing this tank. And later on I'll show you a battle that is about 50 battles in, and I just had an amazing time. So stay tuned to watch that. It was an amazing match. Now, what you're seeing here is I'm like testing out all the different ways you can play it. And so I'll do things that are obviously stupid and some things that are like, ooh, that's sneaky. But all in all, I'm just enjoy trying out the possibilities. So there, I was basically trying to see how well can I bounce and use my troll armor up close, face to face, because it's pretty hard to pin when you're looking at them directly. And luckily I was able to use that frontal tank as a shield to attack the back tank. And that side tank, I don't know what he was thinking. He should have just ripped me apart, but instead he stayed distracted with the other tanks, which worked for me. But one of the things I love about this tank is the noise it makes when you do a salvo. That just sounds so nice. A little bit later we'll get to hear it again, but outside the tank, so you get the full effect from the noise. But otherwise, this was a pretty clean sweep. My team was amazing. If you're an average player, expect things like this. Getting decent damage. And oh, here it comes. Oh, I just love that noise. It just... Wargaming did a great job. I have to say, they did a good job on this tank. I like it. It doesn't seem broken to me. It seems fairly well balanced. It's just, if you know what you're doing, you can make it seem broken. And we'll probably see some of that with Unicums playing this tank. Which I am not. I am fairly green. Sometimes blue, but fairly green. And now we're going to go into our next match. In this match, I don't think I honestly would have done as well or gotten as much damage as I did if I wasn't in this tank, because there's some opportunities to get damage that a double barrel gives you, that damage that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise, and you'll see what I mean here soon. I'm just going to fast forward this and get to the good part. And here we are. First damage of the game, a light tank who poked and tried to shoot. when somebody's looking back at him. I don't know what this light tank's thinking, because you'll see later on he should have been in a heavy for what he's doing, not a light. So a few tanks like that in this game, but I always like putting blind shots into that bush just in case somebody's camping. You know, ruin their day. It's what we do. There's that light tank again, and he just sat there. He probably thought he was hidden by the bush and didn't have sixth sense, is what I can conceive, but I don't know. But anyways, I'm expecting to do some hard long range shots with him, and so I load the heat. But ends up being a waste of credits in the end because I forget to switch back. Just to confirm nobody's back there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to push up here while my platoon mate's going to push around the other side. We're going to get this E75 out. Bounce. Like I said, troll armor if you can get hulled down. And there he is. And I shot a rock. I aimed at and shot a rock. I feel special. I don't know how this works. Check this out. It was kinda on him, and RNG had the shot go low, so it hit him. I don't know. Now, this is a spot I mean by damage I normally wanted to gut him. This guy's going to run away as soon as his track's up. So if I didn't put a double barrel shot into him, he would have run away by the time the next shell's ready, and I wouldn't have gotten that extra damage. And then we go, and we catch him on the run. That's the second tank I've shot in the back. It's like a theme for this one. Lots of tanks running. Just wait, because I know my team's coming. So I'm going to wait for a double salvo. Just in case they kill him quicker than I can get the regular loads out. And because it sounds so great. Never pass up on the opportunity to salvo somebody. Now I see that the east side has completely failed, so I'm going to go back while my platoon mate pushes forward to hold that flank as long as he can. I'm just going to fast forward this quick. I come up on this side instead of up where the Udes was, like I normally would, because I figure I can help fight that light tank and stuff, maybe get some shots towards the enemy cap, a little bit more flexible of position. But oh, look at this. With a fire. You don't get that off regular tanks at tier 8. But man, does it feel glorious. And then, just to do those feelings away, I get trolled by a 703 in just a moment here. One shot. Here we go. Oh. It's like you can have the Progetto, but you can't have the object. And again, noob move. And then you got this guy who's just out there doing who knows what. So I came over here to see if I can get a better shot at the ISM. But I see this guy. And I lose my shot by the time he... But look, there he is. Oh, I don't know if you noticed that, but the screen shifts after every shot to go from one barrel to the next barrel. It's really trippy, and it makes you think you're lagging out or something if you don't get used to it, which takes some time. Like I said, this is a tank that not everybody's going to be able to just get in and do fantastic. It takes time. This battle you're watching right now, that I'm almost at 5,000 damage in, was my 50th battle in this thing and took forever. And this was just lots of luck for things lining up. But it is now a 3 versus 2 scenario. The Batchat's chasing the FE. I don't have much trust in the FE, but one can hope. So I figure that Udez is trapped behind that rock. I better push him and get rid of him right away so it doesn't come back to bite me later. And this is when you get to hear another glorious sound. Start charging up. I love it every time. And that hurt. Batchat runs away. I'm going to back myself out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to work my way down and around and up the 0 line so that I can go and try and work the Udez 03 out, because I figure he's still probably sitting in the same spot. So I'm going to go there. So I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit. So we get over here and we see the Udez actually did move. And so I'm going to try and get up on this ridge, but there's the light tank. He bounces me and bounces me. Almost got a deal salvo into him, but he got around the corner too quick. And right now I have to say my hands are shaking. I'm like, adrenaline rush, because I haven't done a game this good in a long time. But good thing for me, there is auto aim. I didn't have to try and focus in on him, and I got the salvo out. Overall, the Object 7032, I'll never get used to that name, but I do love this tank, is an amazing tank. If you play it and don't like it, give it some time. You have to play it so that you get used to knowing when to single shot, auto reloader shots, or salvo shot. It's just something you have to get used to, because it's like they say, it's a new mechanic. Don't expect it to come natural. If it does come natural, awesome, come teach me.